wanted to give you an example of the types of updates that our clients should expect from the service. People ask, why do I need my agreements updated? What's different about this than just doing my contracts as a project? And these three examples, I think, exemplify the types of things that we're constantly doing to improve the legal protections that are in our templates. First, for example, there was a case by the Travelers where they sued a service provider to rescind a contract for cyber liability in the wake of a ransomware claim that the service provider made to the carrier. The carrier not only denied the claim, but sued to rescind the contract on the grounds that the service provider failed to fully disclose its use of multi-factor authentication in connection with its business. And so as I read that case, and that case started to get more attention in the community, I realized that this represented a significant problem for service providers that assist customers with the preparation of cyber liability insurance applications, which the vast majority of my clients do. And so we needed a way for our clients to continue to help their clients with such applications, but to do so in a way that mitigated their risk. And so we amended the insurance section of our MSA to make it clear that the provider may assist with completing underwriting applications for cyber liability insurance, but has no responsibility for any adverse action taken by the carrier, either in claims or underwriting. And so this is an example of a case-driven update. There was a case, we became aware of it, it represented a concern for our client base, and we proactively delivered this update. Secondly, I had a client that was in the hardware as a service business, very concerned about a fact pattern where a client would return equipment, they would destroy the data on the equipment, and then the client, shortly thereafter would call and say, hey, I have a problem. I sent you my equipment, but I just realized that all my important data was still on it. Can you recover that for me and send it to me? Well, no, we already destroyed that data. And so wanted to make sure that it was very clear in the hardware as a service related provisions of our agreements that destruction of client data at the end of the term is the responsibility of the client, and that the provider would not be responsible for post termination data destruction. And again, this is just an example of the types of holes and types of scenarios that we're constantly looking to address. And over 20 years of doing this, we've developed what we think are the most comprehensive industry-leading templates because of that experience. Every time we experience something new, whether it's in a court case that we're litigating, or a case that we become aware of, or a concern that a client expresses, all of that knowledge ultimately winds up in our agreements for all of our clients to benefit from. The third example, which we've already talked about a little bit, is legal, changes in the law. We've got an explosion of laws that affect IT and software, and this trend has been ongoing for a number of years and is only accelerating today. And so as you think about, the laws that affect your customer contracts, you can rest easy with the Monjur platform that we're going to manage your data processing agreements and keep them updated so that you're always in compliance and one step ahead.